Hi crafty friends, it's Lisa. Today I want to show you how to make this adorable Easter egg basket using products from the Stamps of Life. First, before we get started, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lisa Mears 619 and Facebook at Lisa Mears Card Designs. There will also be step-by-step instructions on my blog at lisamearscarddesigns.com. So be sure to hop over there and follow my blog. Today I'll be showing you how to create this adorable Easter egg basket. This is actually an A2 size card that can be turned into a flip-it card, but instead of using it as a flip-it card, I decided to use the box-it die to make a basket out of it and use it for an Easter basket. The centerpiece that's holding it all together is the actual box-it die, which I'll show you how to use in just a moment. And you can see when it's put together with the front and back egg piece, you can actually put a treat inside. So let's go ahead and get started, and here's my process video. So first I started off using the Strathmore Bristol Smooth paper, and I took my Spectrum Sparkle markers and I just colored across the page. I started out with the Solar Red, and then I went into the Emerald Green, and finally I go into the Blue Topaz. And I colored a large portion of the page because I had to get two cuts out of this one piece of paper. So that's why you see so much ink going down on the page. There are parts right there, you saw how I squeezed the tube a little bit to get some more of the ink out. If you feel like you need more ink, just squeeze it a little bit and it will come out. And then here you see me taking a wet paintbrush, it just has a little bit of water on it, running it across the sparkle markers on the page and smoothing it out. You can see it smooths it out really nicely as you go across with a very light water until it gets into a nice blend. Now the dies that come with the kit, there are two egg dies. One is a larger one and one is a smaller one. Here I just cut a portion of that watercolor paper to size, and I am putting some double-sided adhesive on the back, and I'm going to take the smaller of the two egg dies and I'm going to cut that out with this watercolored paper. I'm saving the larger one for the shadow layer, which you'll see a little bit later. But here I'm just trimming off the adhesive. I'm going to place the smaller die as well as that top other die inside of it. And once I run it through the die cut, it comes out and you can see that the flowers can come out of that particular die cut. And here I'm just taking the adhesive off. And if you look in the background there, you'll see the background or shadow layer that I cut with some ocean cardstock from the Stamps of Life. So I'm just taking this top piece, poking all the little things out of it, and just layering it right on. So the ocean piece of cardstock was cut with the larger egg die, and the watercolor piece of cardstock was cut with the smaller egg die. So now you see me here taking those flower pieces that came out after I die cut that paper, and I'm just reapplying them. Notice I'm not putting them in the same spots where the initial color was. I'm kind of just mixing it up a little bit so that I have different colors all over the whole egg. Now I'm just taking some epoxy dots and placing them in the centers of those flowers. And I repeated this entire process one other time so that I'd have two of these eggs, one for the front and one for the back of the basket. Next, I used the box die to die cut the piece that holds it all together. I folded it on the score lines, and then place double-sided adhesive on the front side edges of both sides and adhered it to the egg. So here you see me adhering it to the front side of the egg. Just make sure that when you peel off that double-sided adhesive that you push down firmly so that it attaches really well. And I prefer to use tape rather than glue, just because the tape I use, it is very sticky and I know that it's adhered. The tape I use is actually Sparkle and Sprinkles Terrific tape, and it works very well. So here I do the same thing to the other side, and I adhere that box it die with the adhesive to the other side of the egg, peeling off the double-sided adhesive, and again pressing firmly so that it is attached. Now, because this is an oval shape, I found that it's not standing up straight because it's oval. So what I did is I cut another piece of the box it die and just cut the center part out of that die cut so that I can tape on that center part onto the bottom of this egg so that it will sit straight when used as a basket. So here you see me just tucking that under there, pressing down. See how that's straight, and now it stands up perfectly.